Okay, so we're back here at Oak Island, and we're just driving down Crandall Road, which is the road that leads to the causeway of Oak Island. We're just going to park up here and take a walk down to see what's going on. Alright, so we're just approaching the causeway. There's where the little gift shop is when it's in season. I hear they get like 50 to 60 vehicles coming down here. So here we are again, at the causeway. You can see very clearly posted signs, Oak Island closed, no access, and reduced speed, causeway use caution. I'm just going to take a walk down this causeway here because this is actually a public road, so I'm technically allowed to walk down it. I would never do this during peak season because there's heavy traffic coming across both ways. Definitely wouldn't want to walk here. I guess you can go over the side, but who really wants to? We're just gonna come up here for a bit. I don't know if you can see ahead there, but just on the left-hand side at the end of the causeway, there's the gatehouse from the security post. At that point, it is private property, and if you come through there, they'll turn you around. Otherwise, they log everyone in and take notes. So yeah, it's mid-November, and it's about 3 or 4 degrees, maybe 4 or 5 degrees, with a good 20-30 kilometer wind blowing. From where I can see, I'm not sure how great the camera is at picking this up, but the parking lot is empty. I might see a couple of trucks. There's one right there. I think they always have people on site. Now, despite the wind, we're going to take a look at Oak Island live for the last time this season. I'm pretty sure it will all be packed up, but we're going to check all the websites to see if anything has changed much, and to see if there are any new work sites. Usually, we can tell if the dirt is freshly turned or whatever. We're definitely going to check on that work site we were talking about in our last video, the new causeway. I'm really excited to see what's going on and how they have things packed up. Even just seeing what they have kept and what they haven't will be a strong indication of whether there will be another season next year. From my knowledge and insight sources, I am very confident that there will be a season 13. I'm also confident that something pretty big was found this year, but not the money, not the big treasure. Now I think it's time to get the Mavic out and see what's going on at all the work sites. I know it's been a little while, but I'm really happy to be back. I have a lot of plans for weekly videos this year, especially during the off-season. Since there's no activity going on there, I have a lot of Oak Island-related content coming up, and I'm hoping to get back to dropping a video once a week for you guys. Thanks for watching. Now let's take a look and see what's going on over there. Okay, so we're coming in from the northeast side of Oak Island. You can see the big swamp, and we're going to try and get a little bit of a look at Lot 5 here. It's a little easier to see without the leaves, but it's still really hard to tell what's going on there. I think there are still archaeologists working in that area, so hard to say if they found anything this year or not. But I'm sure we're going to find out soon. This right here, you're going to see a blue and white tarp, caught my eye as I was going by. I'd say it's close to Lot 5, maybe a little past it. I got a close-up coming up right here. There you go. Anybody who knows what that is or what's going on there, please comment below. I'd love to know. You can see they're just building the retaining wall. I don't think that has anything to do with a treasure search. It's just an ongoing project where they're putting a barrier around the island. You can also get a good look at the swamp from the other side, where they were working last. It's all flooded now. There's quite a bit of water, and it's kind of a mess. But there was a serious amount of interest in that, as you guys saw in my last video. They were filming at that location, and now the swamp is actually filled back in. I think all the digging and everything they've done has changed the shape of the swamp and the way the water is dispersed. They do need to dry out certain areas to do certain things, but you can see in the last month how much work they've been doing in the swamp. They were only working in that one spot, and you can see from a nice aerial view all the black parts where they've done recent excavation, within at least the last month. Unfortunately, life happens, and I just haven't been able to make it down soon enough. Anyway, let's take a look at the garden shaft and money pit area. It's interesting, they didn't touch it. I don't even think they opened the garden shaft that they built last year. That was locked up all year. What did catch my eye though, is what I mentioned in the last video. This single Quonset hut in the middle of the worksite, just kind of left there, not too far from the garden shaft. Seeing as there were no workers on site and there was no risk of flying over anybody, I decided to get a good look at the caisson and what's inside. There it is. There's a close-up. What do you guys think? Is it just brackish water? How deep do you think it goes? What do you think they pulled out of there? I do know there was a short amount of time between when I filmed them with the yellow hammer grab and when they had a bigger black one come in right after. It was a very short time after that when they disassembled the crane and got out of there. That really leads me to believe there was a significant find. I don't think it was the find, but I do think we're going to see more this season. Alright, I just want to say a few things. As you all know, I like to ramble on a bit after my videos. The Laginas came here, I think, around 2001 or 2002. It took them a few years to get the rights, the property, and everything they needed to get started, and they've been here ever since, every single year. Most people would have given up on their dream a long time ago, but they haven't. It's amazing that this treasure story, published in Reader's Digest back in the 60s, has captured so many people. And even before that, it has captured people's attention since 1795 with Daniel McGinnis. Rick and Marty are very determined. I don't believe for one second that this is about the money. This is about the search for the truth, for the answers. It's been a long journey for them, but over the years, they have certainly grown the brotherhood and piqued the interest of the whole world. Even the few who watch my videos, I talk to people from Sweden, Australia, the US, Ireland, Iceland. The whole world is watching, and we all want the same thing. We all want to know, is there something there? Is there a big historical meaning to all this? I hope we get the chance to find out. Like I said, I'm confident we've got one more year. Even though they did stop work on one site abruptly, that doesn't mean they found the treasure. But I do believe it might have given them some direction. I plan on doing some commentary on the episodes, cross-referencing my videos with theirs. If there's anything in particular you'd like me to cover, let me know in the comments. Lastly, I just want to say, I'm a dad. I have 4 wonderful kids. The thing I love most in this world is being a father. I never planned on having kids, but the second I saw my firstborn, Logan, my whole life changed. I love all my kids. My second boy, Addison, he's a great guy. And my twins, Grayson and Savannah. I love them. But having twins is about 10 times as hard as having one kid. Still, I wouldn't change it for anything. I don't often get to say this, but I am a proud dad. And if you're still listening, thank you for being engaged with me. Alright, that's it. Hope you guys have a great night. See you next week in another video. Take care. Now, if I can only find the stop button. Alright, see you guys.